Hi guys, I am back with the next part of my extreme deep cleaning, and today we will be cleaning the living room and the kitchen. We had an incident what put me again behind with my uploading, so I had to change up things. So instead of the bedroom deep cleaning, we will clean in here. And I am not sure if by the time you are watching this video, if I had the time to upload the late Easter speed clean, but if not, then that will be uploaded at some point as well. Just bear with me until I figure out how to fix this mess again. But enough of me babbling, and let's clean and transform our next space to a more cleaner and aesthetically pleasing place. And this new toy of mine was kindly gifted to me by the SunSare company. I have been using it for a while by this time, so I am confident in showing it to you guys. It comes with many accessories, including the wall mount, HEPA filter replacement. It also has a smart touch screen where you see the battery percentage and you can adjust the power of the suction. I use it on the second red line and I never had to use it on full power. And believe me, I did test this vacuum very well. I like it because it's not just lightweight but slim as well and fits under the low cabinets or beds easily. And I think this is very important for many of us to have a lightweight and slim vacuum because it's easier to maneuver with it without hurting our back or wrist. The biggest thing for me was to see if it's easy to clean and can I clean it properly, and this vacuum just ticked all of my boxes. Since I have it, I haven't used my other big branded vacuum, and to be honest, if I would need to choose, I would stay with the SunSare vacuum. I am sure many of you now is thinking that, oh yes, you have been paid to say that, but I haven't been paid for it, so I have a bit more freedom about what I say. And I would rather say nothing than lying. But let's talk about how easily and well you can clean this vacuum. It all comes apart with pulling or pressing the buttons. It comes with description where you can find everything. I like that you can wash the dust container and the filter as well. Just make sure that everything is dry before using the vacuum again. It comes with a handy hair remover tool and you can take the brush out and clean it that way. And with the brush out, you can also clean the rest of the head. As I said, I have been using it for a while and still there isn't many hair but needs cleaning. And it may sound a really unimportant point, but to me it's really important for the vacuum to be easily and properly cleanable because my other vacuum is nearly impossible to be cleaned and it looks very disgusting, what lowers my motivation to use it. I was trying to find something what I don't like in this SunSare vacuum, but so far I haven't had any issue with it. Maybe it's not as sturdy like my other vacuum, but it's still sturdy enough, so don't worry, it won't fall apart in your hand. Another thing what I wanted to mention, because I really love the idea that it has the brush tool built in, so you don't have to look for the brush nozzle, you just press the buttons and slide it down, which makes the cleaning more comfortable and faster. About the battery, sorry, I am just trying to think all the things what could be important to you guys. So the battery life is up to 60 minutes and it really lasts long, and even on 1% of battery life is suctioning. My other vacuum usually has a noticeable suction power loss when it's close to run out of life, but with this one I haven't noticed such a sudden change or any change. I think I have mentioned everything what could be important, but if not, you can leave your questions in the comment section, but also you can see this vacuum in action throughout the video and you can see that it performs very well in any scenario and on any floor type, and even rocks or fabrics can hold it back from cleaning. If you would like to check it out or you feel like me that this vacuum ticks all the boxes, then I will link everything down in the description box. And also if you use my discount code monika66, you will get a 15% off of the original price. This is what you get, but I don't see how you could handle. And I just popped in the kitchen to get done those chores which are semi-self cleaning, so they need a bit of help with the cleaning, like the dishwasher and the washing machine. I just give those areas a wipe what the appliances cannot clean, then the rest they will get done. The washing machine is quite new, so there is only a bit of leftover washing stuffs what I will wipe out, and as I showed you before, I am using the fair grease remover for my cleaning. It's more like cleaning it from outside because many part of the washing machine gets cleaned as it runs, only wiping the rubber parts to check for any mold signs or stacked hair or fur. Then, because it's new, I haven't cleaned the drain, so I didn't know how it works, and first I thought it has a channel for the water, and I took away the bowl and I let all the water run out on the floor, but now at least I know next time where to place the bowl.
Making me so cynical, I don't see this working anymore. I'm just sitting here killing time. Yeah, I know this world is beautiful, but I barely see it anymore. Go ahead, watch me walking out the door. I'm letting you go this time.
Now cleaning the dispenser. Again, this is the first clean, and I was surprised that it all comes apart and how easy it is to clean. I am so sorry, but yes, to me it's very important that the appliances what I use to clean our home, or in this case our clothes, to be easily cleanable, because if what you use to clean is dirty, how can you clean with it properly? So to have clean clothes, you need a clean washing machine. And although they are more and more built to be self-cleaning, they still won't be 100% clean, and they would need a bit of help, so it's important to be easily cleanable for time-wise and for health-wise as well.
So don't forget to breathe. Just breathe.
My plants are big enough now to move outdoors, so I will quickly move them out in the cages what you saw in my previous video. Thankfully we cleaned and got ready the garden for them.
I guess I'll let you take.
Usually I take off the curtains and wash it straight away, but as I mentioned in the first part, this deep cleaning is my new routine and it's an unusual deep cleaning. If you haven't seen the first part, check it out, I will leave the card up here. So this time I will wash the curtains later on, and it's not because the washing machine is currently doing the drum cleaning, but because I won't be able to hang them back straight away after washing them, because after I clean the window, I will take care of the windowsill as well, because it's been painted with a, I guess, oil-based paint or some sort of latex paint, and it looks really yellow, and also it peels back easily, so it needs some refreshing to look clean and aesthetically pleasing. To clean the window, for the frame I use the no-nonsense UPVC cleaner, then for the glass I use soapy water and my window vacuum, a dry rag to wipe the lines what the window vacuum leaves behind, and a bit of window cleaner if needed to get rid of the streaks.
Take the best of me, but I just pushed it down and let it be.
So as I mentioned at the beginning, we had an incident what made me fall behind with everything. This incident was such a crazy and unbelievable experience in our lives that I decided to share it with you guys, with the hope that it will be in some way helpful or eye-opening, or I don't even know. So we bought a new car. It's not like new, but new for us, and we bought it from a proper dealership. It's not from a corner shop or a garage. So we've been told that it's everything been checked, filled up, full service, all fine. Let's just get it straight at the beginning that I am not accusing or blaming anyone. Not that's the purpose of me telling our story, only to some sort of way to help, or I don't know, to prevent this to happen with someone else. So we started our journey back home with the car fully packed, because we had quite a few events to attend, and we had to pack clothes for snowing, for swimming, for wedding, for birthday party, wellness family weekend, not to mention the presents for the whole family. Anyway, as we reached Belgium, we got a warning from our car that there is no more AdBlue in the car, and we need to refill it or we won't be able to start the engine anymore. So we stopped at the closest petrol station, bought AdBlue, filled the car, but the car wouldn't start anymore. It didn't recognize the AdBlue level. Quickly we checked online what to do, and it said that it needs a reset by professionals. So what we are used to in the UK is that you have AA or RAC, and they come and help you or take you somewhere where they can fix it. Seemed quite an easy fix. When we bought the car, we also paid an extra insurance for this case, because we knew we will use the car for a long journey, so for peace of mind it's better to have help. So we called the roadside assistant, what was a nightmare to get through, and find a number what would take us to an agent. After we finally got through, told what happened, they say they will call a roadside engineer who can have a look on the car. After an hour, we got a call that we have to call the police, because we are on the highway and they cannot have a look on the car, which already sounded nonsense because we've been off the road in a parking lot at the petrol station. So anyway, we called the police, who then called the recovery truck, but the recovery truck had no clue what's going on, so he took us to their place. In the meantime, the roadside assistant or whoever told us that he will call us back to see where we are because they were calling us from private numbers, so we couldn't call them back. This all happened on Friday night. By the time we got to the recovery station, it was around 10 or 11, I can't remember, and we had the issue around 6:30. Then we got the call and they said that they will try to find somebody to come out and check the car as soon as possible, and if they won't be able to repair it, they will book us a hotel because that's in the insurance as well. So we again had to wait for their call. We thought, okay, let's just wait in the car. 1 hour went, no news. 2 hours went, no news. It started to get chilly outside and we had no heating because we wasn't able to start the car. So we put the kids' winter jacket on, covered them with blanket, clothes. They were tired, super tired, so we told them to go to sleep and we dozed off a bit as well, but waking because of the cold. It was freezing. The front window had ice from inside. It was around 2 o'clock, so we had to do something, so we again called the UK roadside assistants and told them that how long we have to wait because, as we already mentioned, we have 2 kids in the freezing car, and then they started to get things moving and booked a hotel, so by 6 o'clock in the morning we've been taken to a hotel. At this point we had to pay for the towing and for the hotel. Then because it was weekend they said no one is working, so we won't be able to continue our journey. Our policy also says that if needed they will give us a rental car to continue the journey, but because there was no one who could give them a report if the car is repairable or not, they couldn't process with the renting. Then Monday came and they finally took the car to the dealership service, so we was okay, so today they will say what's going on and we can set off. At this point we already missed my mother-in-law's birthday dinner and half of the birthday family wellness. Then they started to mention that we cannot go before Tuesday. Then on Tuesday they say the service still haven't got the time to check the car. Then not to mention that we every day 11 o'clock had to tell the hotel if we stay or not until one day, because every day we were fighting to get an answer by 11 o'clock. So but on Tuesday we got the answer later. So we went down 11:30 when they told us there is no more space for us, so we have to move out by 12 o'clock. We had nowhere to go. We had our cooler box, big suitcase, the 2 kids, and half an hour to pack and move. Then we called them again, told them what's going on, but in the end we had to book another hotel and an Uber to take us there because we were waiting for an hour in the reception of the hotel with 2 kids and all of our staffs to get an answer where to go. Everyone looking at us, it was very uncomfortable and embarrassing. So we booked the hotel close to the car, and after arriving in the new hotel, took the 2 kids and went by walk in the service where they were really rude, laughing on us and things and telling us without checking the car that it's better to go back to UK in a way that they already knew they don't want to and they won't do anything to help us fix the car. On Wednesday morning we got the news that we had AdBlue issues, what we already knew, and they will repair it or that day afternoon or next morning. At least this is what they told for our insurance. But for us, a bit later, they said that they cannot repair the car before 25th of May because that's when they get the replacement part, and this was 10th of April. So they need more than 1 month to get a part delivered, and we are talking about a big brand car. At this point, we are out of mind. All we wanted is to take the car back to UK and let us all come back to UK or continue the journey, because this is ridiculous. 3 days until they found out the problem what's already been obvious, plus the attitude what we got, plus missing out important family events. We paid money for the insurance to have a smooth travel even if we get any problem with the car, and we ended up in a situation what was our biggest nightmare so far. We got stuck for 1 week in a country where they barely speak English. They have different routines like opening hours of the shops and restaurants, many eating places being closed in lunchtime, so they open 9 or 10, closes around lunchtime, then open from 6 till 10. Most of the workplaces have 1 hour lunch break. It's definitely stressful for a family already in trouble, and not to mention that is everything expensive. So on Thursday, things started to speed up. We agreed for the car to be taken back to UK. The insurance company hired a rental car, an Audi Q7, which had only 10,000 kilometers in it, made in January 2025. And I am only mentioning this to make sense why we had to pay €500 insurance from our pocket what we won't get back. And this is just in case of any scratch, stone chipping, which quite a possibility on a long journey. Otherwise, the fixing will cost us €3,000. So we went home and came back, but we only were able to travel back with the car to France. From there we had to come by train to London. Then from there they said they can hire another car, but we said that we will come home with train or Uber. And the story is not over yet, because now we are at the part where we should get compensated. And you know, when it's about paying, things get tricky. So we spent for the hotels, towing and travel £2,000, and the travel cost is just the train from France to home. And they are saying it's too much. And they need the receipts, whereas before they said, oh, just tell us the total and we send you the money. We also just got a bill about €2,000 for the car what they rented for us because of high mileage, what no one mentioned before. We thought they booked it with no mileage restrictions since they knew our destination. So at the moment, our car just arrived back to UK, and although we hoped we are over the hard part, it seems that it's just coming. And honestly, I am telling this with the hope that it will give some warning sign or some help to prevent this happening with any of you guys. Another great thing when your vacuum is lightweight is that you can easily get rid of the cobwebs. Recently I noticed an increase of these fine lines on the walls, but we don't really have many spiders in the house. We had them when we moved in, but after half a year the number significantly reduced, and now we barely see them coming in the house. Could be that time I haven't realized the webs and now they got dustier and more visible. Anyway, now I have the right tool to get rid of them. By the way, sorry for the long story, I tried to keep it short, but there was such a chaos and miscommunication, it's crazy. I know it's not only us who experience this, so don't get me wrong. My problem is, and it makes me sad and angry in the same time, that I know we wasn't the last either. We are traveling to Mars, to the moon, but we cannot resolve a simple car breakdown in 2025.
Gotten used to this, but I don't need to be a part of it. So I made up my mind now. 'Cause I know this world is beautiful, but you're making me so cynical. I don't see this working anymore.
I haven't realized the paint spot on the floor, but because it's so easy to clean this vacuum, I haven't needed to panic that I ruined my new vacuum. And as you can see, I really try to hoover up everything and anything with this SunSare vacuum, and it just takes the challenge. I already used it on laminate, on rug, on the walls, and now even hoovered up the paint with it. And here I don't have a long pile rug, but we do have two in the bedrooms, and it does work perfectly. You will be able to see it in my next video if you are curious.
I'm just sitting here killing time. Yeah, I know this world is beautiful, but I bet.
And we are already cleaning the rug, but it's definitely a must for me when I deep clean. I also dusted already, just I was jetting at that time. Then you also saw me doing something above the radiator, and that something was me scraping off the tape for the radiator insulation. When we moved in, the radiator what we had was shorter and taller, so you wasn't able to see the tapes. But after we changed the radiator, the tape what holds the foil there got visible, and we didn't have the time to fix it then. As I said, for this deep cleaning, I don't just want to get rid of the dirt, but I want to fix those imperfections what makes our home aesthetically dirty, if you know what I mean. Because if you go back where I scraped the tapes off, you can see that it doesn't look great at all and makes the area look uncared for, what automatically gives a feeling of dirtiness, or at least it does to me.
They see it anymore. Go ahead, watch me walking out the door. I'm letting you go this time.
This is just the last water load what my carpet cleaner sucked out and is still dirty. I am thinking to try the soaking cleaning method to get this carpet really clean, because I keep cleaning it with my carpet cleaner, but with every cleaning there is a lot of dirt coming out, and I do vacuum it regularly. And now that we changed the layout of the living room, we don't have to step on the rug with shoes, so it's safe from the outside mud or dirt, and I cannot figure out what else can make it so dirty. It's quite late now to clean the window, but we need the curtains back for privacy, so I will wash them today, and then in the kitchen I can take it off until I clean the window. I do prefer to have the window cleaned before I put the clean curtain on, but things don't always work out how we love to. I am so glad that I managed to repaint the windowsill and fix that bad looking tape situation, because now the window area looks way better, way cleaner. And one last thing on my list, what was bothering me.
Just breathe. 'Cause I know this world is beautiful, but you're making me so cynical. I don't see this working anymore. I'm just sitting here killing time. Yeah, I know this world.
Let's clean the radiator to make this area fully clean. What we still need to get done is to paint the pipe, because that's been changed with the radiator, but that isn't in your face, so it's not so noticeable like above the radiator, so that can wait a bit.
The world is beautiful, but I barely see it anymore. And go ahead, watch me walking out the door.
Then as a last thing for today, I will clear and clean the dining table so we can have some dinner and rest, so we can continue this journey tomorrow with a new energy load.
I'm letting you go this time. Yeah, I know this world is beautiful, but you're making me so cynical. And go ahead, watch me walking out the door. I'm letting you go this time. Just don't forget your.
I will also decorate, but not today, just after I finished all my cleaning and all my project plans. This is a new day and starting with another project. It was weekend, so my husband had the time to cut and stick the skirting boards. We only stick them on for now, but we still have to fix the holes between the skirting and the wall. But for us, the main thing was to cover the bigger part of that ugly wall line. Then once the wall house has the skirting boards on, then we can repair the walls in one go. And we also need to paint them, so this would be a too big project next to the deep cleaning and next to all other projects.
I'm walking down the street on clouds instead of the concrete I'm dancing through.
All it left in the living room is the floor care and the decorating, so now I will get done the floor cleaning, and then once the kitchen is ready too, then we will decorate in both areas.
Everything's about to come my way, nothing can ruin my day, no matter what anyone does or say. I smile at fools, no I don't care, cause I am on my way up, and I won't stop, I won't slow down. Steady on my feet, I'm gonna rise up. No.
And as you probably already know, I like to use my steam mop when it's about deep cleaning. Unfortunately, in the rushing everydays, I don't have the time to use my steam mop daily, or to at least mop the floor with my regular mop, so it's nice to have an extra care when I deep clean.
I won't stop, it is my time. I know what it's like to be broke. I know what it's like when nothing goes your way. So I'm gonna let myself enjoy the fruit from this lucky day.
We needed to take the rug outside to dry, but that was handy because I was able to steam mop the whole floor area properly in the living room. The only inconvenience with this is that I have to put the rug back under the sofa. Thankfully, this sofa is way smaller than our old one, so it wasn't that heavy.
Yeah, I am on my way up. I won't slow down.
After a good deep clean, the house always feels and smells much better than like after a speed clean, and I always get a calm, cozy feeling once the deep clean is done.
Yeah, I am on my way up. I won't.
The living room is ready for decorating, so it's time to focus on the kitchen. As a start, I will spray the oven, and until the oven cleaner is working, I will get other chores done.
Slow down. I'm strolling down the street with all of my favorite songs on repeat. I'm dancing.
The washing machine and the dishwasher is already done. Now the oven is soaking, so the next big project is to wipe down the cabinets and all the surfaces. But for that, first I need to clear the countertop, and as I am clearing the worktop, I am also giving a wipe for the appliances and decorations.
Through. Everything's about to come my way, and I don't care if you.
As I started earlier, my basic routine is to first clear the space and tidy up, so you will have a clean canvas, what just needs to be cleaned. Then once everything is clean, you can bring back the items or decorations. Bear in mind that this way it will be a little bit longer, the preparation until you get to the cleaning, but I promise you it will be worth it because you will be able to clean faster and more efficient. And if you think about it, this is how everything works when you want to do a proper job, because you cannot fix the car without doing the preparation of finding out what's the problem. Your nail extension won't gonna stay on your nails long if the preparation wasn't done properly. We have a saying which, if you want to translate it as is, it sounds that a lazy person gets tired twice. Once when he gets the job done and once when he needs to fix the job what he done. I think in English is a stitch in time saves 9, but correct me if I am wrong.
Spill coffee on me or if the sky is gray or blue. No, I don't care cause I am on my way up and I won't stop, I won't slow down. Steady on my feet, I'm gonna rise up.
Because I was previously deep cleaning the bedrooms, I didn't have enough time to focus on the everyday chores as usual, so my dishes did accumulate. Now one load is done, but until that is drying, I will give a coat of paint for the kickboards because those haven't got done when I was giving a makeover for our kitchen. It's quite an easy fix to make the kitchen look more put together and not just halfway done, and with this being done, again, one less thing on my project list. As I was painting the kickboards, I also decided to paint the rest of the fireplace as well. When I was telling the story, you also saw me painting the top of the fireplace because it was looking very spotty. Because now that we don't have a coffee table, when we have party, usually the fireplace gets full with glasses and they mark the top. Also, the fireplace has some damage from the moving, so as a temporary fix, I gave it a fresh coat of paint. But first I was like, I will only paint the top, then we will fix the damages and holes, and after that we can paint it. But as I was painting the kickboards, the temptation of refreshing the rest of the fireplace just grew and I couldn't resist. And I am so happy for that because everything looks better when it's freshly painted. You know that everybody has a friend who paints everything. I guess I am one of those.
No, I won't stop, it is my time. I know what it's like to be broke, yeah.
Until this load is drying, I will continue the cleaning of the worktop. The only thing why I jumped to paint the kickboards is because I wanted them to be dry before evening when everybody starts to gather in the living room and it's harder to keep them safe from touching or the kids safe from the paint. I am always trying to think ahead and evaluate how things could work out better or how can I get things done in a quicker but efficient way. This is why sometimes I do look like I am jumping from one church to the other, but it always has a reason.
I know what it's like when nothing goes your way, so I'm gonna let myself enjoy the fruit from this.
So the preparation of this side is done, now we can clean. I don't have a big enough dining table to fit both sides things on it, so I need to work in sections. So first I will get done this side, then I will get done the other side. Now I got a bit lazy and I said, oh, I just painted the top of the cabinets not too long ago, so it doesn't need a cleaning, but don't be me. And start with the top of your cabinet.
Lucky day, yeah, I am on my way up, I won't slow down, yeah, I am on my way.
As I started to clean the pantry cabinet or whatever sides, I saw that the top of the cabinets do need a cleaning and I was like, stop being lazy, and I cleaned it. We all have times when laziness tries to tempt us. I would lie if I would say I am all the time energetic and cleaning because I am a human as well and I do get tired and I do get tempted by the laziness.
I I won't slow down.
This flue was so dusty and greasy since we moved in, but I never had the capacity to get it cleaned. And if you would tell me a year ago to don't worry, you will get there to clean it, I would probably cry and they would be happy tears. Now that our daughter is getting older and older, I have more time and energy to focus on the house and get done chores what should have been done a long time ago, but I just didn't have the time, the energy and the capacity for it. And unfortunately I let this task to get me and I stressed myself out on so many things, next to the stress of having a 6-month-old, moving, a new area and no help. And I put so much pressure on myself since then, and this stress definitely has its own price, what I am paying now. But now 2 years later, I finally recognize this mistake and I can work towards of getting stronger and better and let go of things what aren't important. So don't beat yourself up because you don't move forward to the things what you want as fast as you would like to, because maybe you are already overloaded with other things, or maybe you need to get stronger mentally and or physically before you get the power to get there. If you are already here, you know that I feel embarrassed cleaning our windows because I haven't seen any of our neighbors cleaning their window, and all the time they are looking strangely on me, or I feel like it. But this time things changed, and believe it or not, but after a few days that I cleaned the windows, I saw one of our neighbors cleaning their windows. Now, I don't know if I motivated them or not, but the main thing is that I don't feel as much as an alien like before.
What it's like to be broken.
Once I get the window cleaning done, there aren't any big cleaning chores left. We still have a lot to do, like cleaning the oven, the worktop and the sink, the other side of the kitchen, but those aren't such a big chores and they will get done quicker.
I know what it's like when nothing goes your way, so I'm just gonna let myself enjoy the fruit from this lucky day. On my way, yeah.
You won't see it, but later I also painted this windowsill. It's already been painted, but it had a few holes but needed repairs, so we got that done and painted the last coat. So that's again is ticked. I really enjoyed this spring deep clean because we got so many things ticked off of our to-do list, and the house really starts to feel like a home and put together and clean and more organized.
I won't slow down, 'cause I am on my way.
As you can see, I am working from the top towards the bottom, except my little mistake of leaving the top of the cabinets out, but that's been corrected as well, and now I am back on the right track. And once I finish with the worktop, I can move the things back, and because the cooker top is the same level as the worktop, I will clean that as well. Only the sink what will remain to the last, because I am constantly using to rinse my rug or wash my hand, so it's no point to clean it now. The only thing what I do is to spray the limescale on the drier part, so again the limescale remover has some time to work.
I won't slow down, yeah, I am on my way. I won't slow down, I am on my way. I won't slow.
As I am moving the electronic items, I am also tidying up the cables by folding them for as short as I can and tying them to don't fall apart.
Down.
To clean the cooker top, it looks like I am only using water and my scorer pad, but actually there is a little piece of Astonish cooker cleaner, just it got dry, so it comes in small pieces out, and since it does a great job, you don't need too much to get a shiny cooker top. The oven been soaking for quite a few hours, but actually that worked out so great because it did get rid of the stubborn burnt what I previously couldn't get rid of, and it seems that all I made wrong is that I didn't have the chemical long enough to do the job. Now all the worktop level is done on this side, so now we can move to the lower cabinets. One thing what I regret that we didn't get done is fixing the handle. My husband said that he got the screws what we need, but he kept forgetting in his workspace, so we didn't get that done by the video goes live, so that has to get done next time. Thankfully I don't have too many cabinets, so wiping all of them down doesn't take long, and first I was a bit afraid that we won't have enough cabinet and enough space for everything, but I was totally wrong. Also, because I don't have much of a spare space, I am forced to learn what is necessary to have in the kitchen, and there is less clutter in the cabinets. My only regret is that we don't have a bigger pantry, just a 30 centimeter wider. The thing is, I have a clear picture how I would love to have my pantry, and that's not quite possible. And I still keep getting back to that idea and trying to figure out how to make that happen. And I know I should have let it go and try figure out how to get the best use out of what I have. They say things resolve once you let them go, so I should give it a try. I don't know if you remember, but I got a new tray in the bathroom, and actually it was two trays, a bigger and a smaller, and I decided to use the smaller one next to the sink, and it's the perfect size, not like in the bathroom. The only thing I felt like is too empty, and I wanted to try how it would look with some decor, so this is the only thing what I already decorated before getting the wall cleaning done. And finally we got to the last part of the kitchen, but to the most cluttered side. So first I will tidy up in here, then we can clean. There is only 2 cabinets, so it won't take long to wipe them down. I am just curious that do you guys have a catch-all area in your kitchen too, or is just us who has this bad habit? Sometimes I can keep it under control for a longer time, but sometimes it gets really out of control. My husband was at home, so I gave him the tray full of papers to go through because mostly his paperworks are in that tray, and it's better if he organizes his papers, otherwise it's just where is this, where is that. Now I started in the correct order from the top of the cabinet down to the lower cabinet. This poor microwave is so old. It started to need a change, but I think once we will have the new kitchen, we will get, instead of the microwave, one of those small ovens which is multifunctional. but I haven't done my research about them, so I don't know if it's worth it or has any sense if you have a proper oven. We only use the microwave to heat up the porridge or rarely our food, so we don't really have much of a use, and they also say it's not the healthiest heating option. So I would prefer something that can heat up our food quickly if needed, but to have more options than just heating the food, if you know what I mean.
From Waterloo to Amsterdam will be a little heaven. In it, find your dream about that love. Roll the dice and we'll go to paradise. Little heaven, gotta dream a bit while you.
And for one last time, I will clear and clean the dining table. We are getting there, guys. Now truly not much left from the cleaning.
Roll the dice and we'll go to paradise. Little heaven, in it, find your dream about that love. Roll the dice and we'll go to paradise.
Everything being wiped down, scrubbed, washed, so the last few things what needs cleaning is the fridge, but only from outside this time. And then as the last chore before the floor cleaning will be the sink cleaning.
Little heaven, gotta dream a bit while you can. Roll the dice and we'll go to paradise and stay in little heaven.
Hold on when you need a friend, I'll never let you go again. Reach out when your mind's uneasy, 'cause I'll understand. Hold on when you need a friend, I'll stay here to the end. Get up, don't hang your head, we'll take it step by step. Fell inside, now I'm living in a matchbox. All this time, all it needed was a little spark.
Let's grab this dirty dryer part. Then I got a couple of new dirty dishes because I had to make some dinner.
Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your hand. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your hand. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your hand. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your hand. Don't let it get to you, you're better.
I think with the sink cleaning being done, we got so much done for today that we can call it a day. And then tomorrow we can get the floor cleaning done and the best part, the decorating.
Then you know, when facing times of doubt, stand.
We are straight away starting with the floor cleaning. I wish this kitchen would look all the times this clean and organized, but I'm sure that time will come too, and then we would complain that there are no kids for who to cook, it's just the two of us, and we will be desperately waiting for them to come over with our grandkids and take the whole house apart and make mess. And as for now, it seems so far away, but time flies terrifyingly fast. Sometimes we are just shocked that it was yesterday that we met, and look at us, next year we will be celebrating our 10th wedding anniversary with 2 kids.
Stand up and you grow. Don't let it get to you, you're better than you know. My heart was dead and broken, but now it's found a home.
One thing what I haven't mentioned yet about my deep cleaning routine is that when I am deep cleaning, I try to move as much furniture as I can and clean under or behind them, because that's again something what you cannot get done every day. Me personally, I am happy that I can get that done at least when I do my seasonal deep cleanings like the spring cleaning.
Fell inside, Now I'm living in a matchbox. All this time, all it needed was a little spark. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your head. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your head. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your head. Give me my heart back, 'cause somebody stole it and put it in your head.
The kickboards are dry now and the floor is clean, so we can move them back. I haven't marked which one where is going, so it took me a bit of time to puzzle them out, but next time I will make sure that I mark them, because even with the time what I used to mark them will be way quicker to fix them. And we got to the decorating part. I always feel like the decorating is the treat after the cleaning. For quite a few years now, I did stop or took back with buying new decorations. I just didn't feel the need, I guess. I don't know, sometimes it gets in me that I would like another vase or another flower, but that craving is never strong enough to get me to the point to buy those items. Is it just me, or you guys feel the same way?
Wonder where you sleep tonight. Wonder.
I try to keep my wall decorating as simple as possible, especially here on the TV stand, because this is quite a center point and is under constant use.
If love gets you high while I'm
And here comes I don't buy new things, and here is a new red. I did bought this after Christmas in Home Bargain. It looks so beautiful, I couldn't resist. Even my husband said that it's so beautiful.
drowning in the city lights, drowning like the stars in the sky, calling out your.
Who said I don't buy new things? God, this is again a new thing. But let's just say that I definitely don't buy as much new things as like 2 or 3 years ago. So I got this fur plant from Shein and I think it was £10. I felt like it's too empty and sad in here and we need some life and color. First I wanted to buy a live plant, but my problem is that if they stay alive, then at one point it will be too big and then I will be sorry to get rid of it, but still it will be growing bigger and bigger. At least this is what happened with my palm until the point that I cut it back fully and died. So I thought I will give this artificial plant a try. I love the color, the only thing it doesn't come with the pot, so this is why I made a stand out of the cardboard, and maybe later on I have to buy some moss or something, but first I wanted to see how my cardboard stand works out.
Name. Guess you can't hear me anymore. Scan out into space. All the pieces of my heart. Shades of blue, stuck like glue. I feel weak. I need a fix. Another shade of blue. Obsessed with you. I feel sick. I need a fix. Give me, give me, give me more. Give me, give me, give me, give me more. I need a fix. Another shade.
I have to say it turned out better than I imagined, so now I have to buy some moss or grass or something to cover the cardboard. And we got to the end of this eventful, cleaning-full and quite long video, and I hope it wasn't too much and you had a chance to enjoy it. Please don't forget to check out the SunSare vacuum if you need a powerful but lightweight and easily cleanable vacuum. Everything, the link and the discount code is down in the description. And thank you so much for watching, have a lovely week and I see you in my next one. I am not traveling to Belgium anytime soon, so the video should be up quicker. Bye guys!
Blue.